What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have been watching many of videos on how to service a bicycle, and I think we've done the amount of research we need to follow through with this. And so first step is, obviously this bike is pretty dirty, so we need to get the water hose, wash it off, and then we can start with the process of taking it all apart and working with it. Here we go.
So first we're going to remove the crank and the bottom bracket.
And then after that, we're going to remove all the tires, check the air pressure, because right here, I bet this is about 8 psi. And then we're going to move on to the rear of the bicycle, and we need to check the derailleur. It's got a bend in it, and then we need to check the derailleur hanger, and then this is derailleur hanger, and then this is the spokes, and this is the cassette, and this is how you change gears. So that's what we're gonna do. We're not worried about spokes, they're already tightened. So I'm just process elimination pretty much. But yes, we're gonna start with the crank, and we're gonna see how the bottom bracket spins. So here we go. Okay, so first you want to remove this bolt that you can see he's removing right here. And there you go, it's finally out. All right. Okay, so we got it out. Square hex fitting. So these are not teeth because it's square, and how it is to get this crank on, the bigger and bigger it gets is further this way, which makes this crank stick on. So even when he removed the bolt, still cannot come off. So what we need to do is, as you can see, there's threads in the inside, maybe not because the bike's still a little wet, but we put a hex around there, and then we put that bolt back in and extract it out. I'll show you. Here you go. Okay, so here's a hack that I've always used. A little bit of grease there on the side, but what you want to do is, you see this black rubber cap on here, you're gonna remove it. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to put the bolt back in there. So he's going to tighten it back up, not fully, just tap it in there, the 8mm Allen key. Now what you want to do is you want to take this right here and spin it. You want to put it back in. Okay, now you should have it in there, and it should look something like this. So you can, I can't really see it, but the nut is down in there, and this is over the top. And now what you want to do is, the Allen key he was using, this one right here, that's going to be too small because you're about to put a lot of torque on this thing. So what I'd recommend you get, just what I've seen in videos, is I have this over here, an 8mm key right here. You want to have a handle on it like this, and then you want to have a pipe like this so you can really get some torque on it. So here we go, put this in here, and this is not like pedals or anything. This is just lefty loosey, righty tighty. So I'm gonna hold the pedals, and you wanna spin it. All right, here you go. Oh, popped out. Get back in there. There you go, popping up. There you go. That's quite easy.
Yeah.
Should be able to just tap it with your hands. There you go. Okay, we're getting there. Now just untwist it, and the crank, as you guys can see, the crank is now free. And as he does it, tap it, yeah, take that out, because it won't come out unless you get that screw out. And then he's gonna undo the screw. There he goes. All right, screw is off, and crank is off, just like that. There it is. So, yep, we got the crank off. Now, the whole point of this whole thing was to see how this bottom bracket functions. So, feels pretty good in there. I don't feel any dirt or grime. So I think before we put this back together, throw probably some grease in there, and we'll throw it all back together. It's way easier just to put the screw on there than to take it off. So, yep, here we go. Okay, so you got your thing of grease. Don't really matter. I'm not too particular on grease. And yeah, here we go. You just, some people have a gun, but I normally just kind of throw it on just like that, then wipe off the finger with a paper towel, and yep, there it is. Now he'll throw it on the crank and throw the screw back on. And it doesn't require any special tools other than an 8mm Allen wrench for this one, and you should be all set. Sure it's nice and on straight. Perfect. All right, now all he has to do is he takes the Allen wrench. So I'm seeing the 8 key, yep, this one, and just start tightening that up. All right, so here it is. So the only problem was we looked at it, and we just need to bend this back. So I he put pressure on it and he bent it back to just the original form because it was out of line. Now it's on perfect par right here. It wasn't the derailleur hanger at all, and the wheels don't need to come off. The only reason I was going to do that is to check the cassette if one of the teeth were either damaged or bent or anything. So that doesn't need to come off, and the bike is super sparkly, changes gears like a champ. Now only thing to do is, so let's go test it out. Here we go. All right, here he goes right here, pedaling into it. There you go. Here he goes right here, testing out the product. Sending it on this one. Pretty good. Sending it. Perfect. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. Hopefully y'all learned something on how to service a bicycle. And I know we sure did. And we sure had a lot of fun out there testing it. And yeah, it's pretty easy. And all you need is a simple tools and some grease. And yeah, pretty much. There it is. Thank you for watching.